Welcome to the Praxis Core Workshop. This workshop is brought to you by Anam Kadir from the Academic Advising Center. Today we will overview the Praxis Core, find out where to find study materials, figure out how to register for the Praxis exam, and answer frequently asked questions. The Praxis Core covers 3 areas: reading, writing, and math. The reading section will last 85 minutes, the writing section will last 100 minutes, which includes a 40-minute multiple choice section and 2 essays that will last 30 minutes each. The math section will last 85 minutes. There are 3 options for scheduling the test. You can do the combined version, which will cost $150 and will last about 5 hours, or you can register for each individual test, which will cost $90 per test. The breakdown for the Praxis Core reading section is as follows. 35% of your score should come from key ideas and details, 30% will come from craft, structure, and language skills, and 35% will come from the integration of knowledge and ideas. For the math section, 30% will come from number and quantity, 30% for algebra and functions, 20% for geometry, and 20% for statistics and probability. For the writing section, 60% of your score will be based off of text types, purposes, and production, while 40% will come from language and research skills for writing. This is an important slide. This shows the passing scores that you will need per test. For the reading test, you need to pass with at least a 156. For writing, you'll need at least a 162. And for mathematics, you'll need a 150. The NSE code for us to get your test scores will be 9020. You do have the option of taking the exam at 3 locations in Las Vegas. Feel free to press pause so that way you can get the information of each of the testing centers. There are a lot of study resources and materials available at Nevada State College, and a list of these resources will be included in the module. The School of Education offers a 1-credit Praxis Core workshop called EDUC 497, and this is offered every semester. Please contact the School of Education so you can find out how you can sign up for that workshop. The Academic Success Center, located on the 2nd floor of the Rogers Student Center, offers math tutoring for the Praxis Core. We also offer Praxis Core reading and writing tutoring at the Writing Center, which is located in the Liberal Arts and Sciences building. And last but not least, the library offers free Praxis Core books and practice exams, and the library is located on the 2nd floor of the Rogers Student Center. This is a copy of some of the resource links that are available to you, and this will be included in the module. Now, how do you register for the Praxis Core? Follow all of the arrows in the next coming slides. The first step is to go to www.ets.org, and then you're going to look for the Praxis series and click on that. Once you're here, you're going to look for Register for a Test. And then you're going to look for the button that says Register Online Now. Here, it's going to ask you to log into your Praxis account. If you don't have one, go ahead and create an account on New Users. And if you do have one, go ahead and enter your login credentials. On this page, you're going to want to register for a practice test. Go ahead and read the information and click I agree. And then it's going to ask you to enter some more information to confirm your account. Then press continue. After you enter all of your background information, go ahead and click on continue. Now this is where you're going to search and select for your tests. If you choose to do all 3 tests, then look for the one that says 300 minutes, and if you're going to do individual tests, select those as follows. This page shows you the scheduled test that you've selected. The next will give you the testing locations. And finally, you'll get to pick the available dates and time. After you enter all of that, it will ask you to confirm your testing information, and then enter the school for which you'd like these tests to be sent to. This is where you're going to enter 9020 to make sure it gets sent to Nevada State College. After you review your score recipients, you can add an additional score recipient if you'd like to send this to another school. Last but not least, it's going to have you review your order before you have to pay for it. After you check out, you have your payment options to use Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, so that way you can pay for your Praxis exam. Now let's go over the common frequently asked questions about the Praxis core. When should students take the Praxis core? The Praxis core exam should be taken as soon as possible. If you're a new student, you should take it within your first 3 semesters at Nevada State College. For transfer students, you should take it immediately. In terms of how long it takes to obtain your official scores, please contact ETS to determine their processing time. What happens if you don't pass one section of the Praxis core? Can you just retake that section, or do you have to retake all 3? You can take the computer-based test only once per calendar month, and no more than 6 times within a 12-month period. In terms of wait time for getting an appointment, just so you know, tests are continuously offered throughout the year. When you register for your Praxis account, you'll be able to see the next available date and time for the test. You should receive your official scores for reading and math within 2 to 3 weeks. For writing scores, it can take up to 4 weeks. How soon can you retest? If you take the test and you feel that you didn't do your best, you can retake the test 21 days after the original test day, or in the next testing window. You may retake the test as many times as you would like, as long as the state approves it. In terms of what you should know about what you can bring on the day of the test, you should bring your admission ticket and proper identification. The ticket can be printed out by accessing your Praxis account. Identification must include your full name, as shown on your Praxis account, a current photo, and a signature. Forms of acceptable ID include a passport, driver's license, state ID, or military ID. No personal items will be allowed in the testing center, including cell phones, snacks, watches, or purses. There is a space for you to put your things, but you will not be allowed to check on them, even during your breaks. And last but not least, does your Praxis core score expire? The score will be available on Praxis account for 1 year from the date of your test. After that, your score can be mailed for a cost of $50. The score does expire 9 years and 11 months after the day of the test. Good luck on your Praxis core, and if you have any further questions, please contact the Academic Advising Center and speak to your education advisor.